Well, hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at one of my favourite locations. This is Beachmere in Queensland, Australia. And we've just come into springtime here. With spring, along comes a lot of different varied weather. We can have sometimes the most stunning days, but then also we can get really bad stormy days. Now today is one of those days where we're starting to get storms coming in from the west, and they blow in kind of like over the east coast here in Brisbane, which is the capital city of Queensland. What I'm trying to do today is some long exposure, basically. I want to get these moody, stormy type clouds as they're heading out to the ocean over top of one of my favorite locations here, which are these trees out in the water. I've got the perfect tide. I did want a bit of a higher tide because I want these trees in the water. I got soaked before with a bit of a rainstorm, but I love it. Beautiful weather. And of course, doing one of my favorite things, and that is photography. Sorry guys, I would really love to be able to talk to you at the moment. I'm just getting you some B-roll. This is amazing. I've got a beautiful osprey just sitting right here. And behind the osprey is a rainbow. Oh, absolutely amazing. This osprey is just sitting there and it's got its wings in the sunshine after this rainstorm has gone through. And yeah, look out there. There's just this rainbow. Incredible. Seeing sights like this where you've got beautiful rainbows out at sea, osprey is sitting up there airing out its wings. It's one of the reasons why I do photography. Now there is no way in the world I am rigged up, ready for bird life, because this whole video was going to be on landscape photography, and I forgot to bring my 70-200 or the 80-400. So that is one lesson. Always take a telephoto lens with you, even if you are going to do a landscape photography vlog, because you just never know what you're going to see. And I'm going to pay the price. I mean, such a magical shot here. And anyway, I'm going to do my very best with a 24-70mm lens. This is the thing. I'm making my way out to the location right now. And over here behind me, check this out guys. I don't know if you can see that on the Osmo. Look how beautiful that rainbow is out at sea. I mean, that is stunning. I have got beautiful light rays coming down through the rainbow. Oh, this is nuts. You know what? Sorry guys, I'm just gonna have to put you down. I'm actually gonna try and take a still shot of this for you because that is just beautiful. I'm gonna try and quickly get it before it disappears. Okay, so I'm at my location, as you can see out here. Here's these trees and they're in the water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set myself over up on the beach here and I'm going to get the gear set up. I'll get the Nikon D850 with the long exposure stuff on. Right over here at the moment, you can see that's that bit of rainstorm coming through. So fingers crossed, I think as that rainstorm passes over, the sunset should kick in and the sun should hopefully get under that and give me a little bit of color. But if not, I still think this is going to make for a nice, really moody type of long exposure shot. I'm just finding a little bit of shelter here in the trees. It's just a bit back from the water's edge. So very luckily this tree cover is pretty thick, so it's actually holding off the rain a little bit better. I'm getting a little bit wet, but it's not much at all. But yeah, just waiting for this bit of a rainstorm to head on over. But it's been pretty warm here today. It's been about 30 degrees and it's just a nice way to cool off. Okay, so luckily I've got here finally, eventually, despite being sidetracked by beautiful rainbows, ospreys, and a downpour that lasted for about 10 minutes, I finally got to my position. Right behind me, I don't know if you can see that, stunning rainbow. That's the storm just going off now over towards the north. Well guys, I'm just chasing the tail end of this storm and there's this magic rainbow out over here. And with this single tree in the background, I'm just moving as fast as what I can just to get my tripod into position. It's just such a magic scene, this singular tree. And I've got my rainbow here with that bit of a storm cloud. It just screams out it's got to be done in a portrait mode. So it's one of those ones where you've got to be in the right position at the right time. But I love the cloud formation above it with a little bit of a rainbow happening in between it. Just another shot there. And there's our shot. This is the thing I really love about this time of year. When springtime comes around, in rolls these storms, these afternoon storms. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to move so quick because you've got to jump on the tail end of them, because that's when you get all the magic stuff like rainbows, and the light from the sunsets are hitting onto the clouds, like this scene here, where I've just got my trees in the foreground and I've got this most amazing rain cloud above it. I mean, that's the thing, you have to make your own luck. You have to put yourself into these positions where you grab your camera, get out, and you chase the weather. Obviously staying safe, that's the first thing. But get yourself into these positions where you can get these types of shots. I don't know if you can see this. Check out those light rays. Like light beams coming straight up out of the ocean. Okay, so I've set the D850 up with the long exposure gear. I've got my Lee Filters 0.6 soft grad on the front. Then behind that, I've got my Lee Filters big stopper. That's a 10 stop ND. Now at the moment, I'm sitting at ISO 64 f11 and I'm getting about 30 seconds. What my main subject is are these three sets of trees, and then I've got this beautiful cloud sitting right above it. By doing the long exposure, I'm going to smooth out the water, and I'm also going to get a little bit of movement in this cloud. The great thing is I've still got those light beams happening, and the reason why I've come down the beach a little bit here is I've positioned the trees right in the middle of the beams. So I've got beams coming out both sides of the tree. So fingers crossed that this works. But yeah, let's give it a shot. I'm all set up, 30 seconds, f11, ISO 64. And you're not going to believe this. Have a look at this out here. A patch of sun is just hitting onto the trees while I'm taking this shot. I'm just going to take it again quickly while that patch of sun's on the trees. What a beautiful scene. After this shot, the magic really started to happen, and those colors I was hoping for came onto the clouds as the sun was setting. Stunning pastel colored clouds, and I had to sprint out a bit further into the water to get the composition I was chasing as the tide was going out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it here from Beachmere in Queensland, Australia. I've just had so much fun with the D850 this afternoon. Coming up here, chasing on the tail end of storms, you know, getting rainbows, seeing ospreys, and doing that great long exposure shot. Never stop creating. That's what I mean. Get out with your camera and go and create. And I'll see you next time.